So if you're interested in investing in real estate in the Warner Robins area, you're definitely going to want to know what to look for and what to avoid. So we're going to do an extremely candid video. We're not going to edit anything. We're just going to run through this house real quick. Now this is one of the neighborhoods that I mentioned in my other videos are a good place to have rental properties. I actually lived right around the corner a couple years back. So it's a good area. It's still got good people. So we're going to go into this house real quick and walk around it and show you what we like, what we don't like, and what you need to avoid when you're investing in rental properties in Middle Georgia. So let's go. Well, it's got a lot of leaves and stuff, but it looks like that roof is still pretty good. I do not like the branches hanging over the back roof.
Yeah, the gutters need to be cleaned out too.
Yeah.
They're in bad shape.
And that arborvitae needs to be cut down. It's getting over the top of the awning right there. And since it's got a chimney, we need to keep an eye on that and see what that looks like when we get inside. Come on in, my dear.
Woo! Smells like dog.
Yeah. That's mark number one.
That smells like dog.
And the carpets are stained. You can see that the vacuum has already gone through here and they didn't get the stains up, so apparently it's not going to get fixed.
There's some structural damage right here.
Well, it's bubbling.
No, it's sinking.
Move. That's a seam. There's something under the floor that they didn't fill it back in.
It's soft all the way to the wall though.
No, I mean you're going down, but there's a 2-inch gap where your foot's sinking into something. I mean, it's still solid, but there's something missing underneath there. That's going to have to be replaced. One type of flooring.
Two.
Gas heater, which I like. What?
The flooring don't match the countertop, don't match the tile.
Now, is that beige or is that pink?
I definitely think it's got some undertones of pink in it.
Yeah. Okay. So one of my clients that was asking about that, we're both right. The ass dated here.
Closet doesn't have any doors, but it's got a place for them.
Okay. You can put the doors in.
This door needs some repair or replacement. No, it needs to be replaced. It's got a hole in it.
Okay. And what does this one rent for, you saw?
14 to 15.
Okay. It's got some staining in here, but it's not bad. Well, that's bad. Double closets instead of a single.
Yeah, that's...
And they only took the carpet to the closet door.
Mm. This is apparently the master.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
What you doing?
Thought I felt something funky right here. Maybe it's just the padding.
Doing your little bouncy walk?
So this is quarter bath?
Quarter bath, toilet and a sink.
Not even a half bath. It's very dated.
I want to see if there's any room on the other side to turn it into a full bath.
This door's gonna need painting or replaced as well. It's got a bunch of scuffs and scratches.
Well, that might be repaired. And we'll look around here on the other side.
Love their repairs.
Mm.
Not.
Weekend warrior.
Yeah, I'm not sure what all this is. This is the AC.
Yeah, the water heater and the AC are next to each other. Now this wall.
I'm not even going to say anything about a red room.
I wasn't going to go there, but okay. All right, so the kitchen's big enough to expand it.
Yeah, but it took count the cabinet doors.
Yeah. And if they've got them, hood needs to be replaced.
And turned this into a great big room, a bonus room.
Mm-hmm. Now that's tile ceiling, yeah.
It was a garage at one time, I think.
Yeah, they converted it. And it's technically got heat, but I don't think that counts anymore, does it?
I don't know.
So this is not
I know
heated.
that door needs to be replaced.
And what the hell is that? They plugged it in and drilled a hole and went through the wall. Okay, so this room is not, well, yeah, it's technically heated and cooled, so I guess it counts as square footage. Technically.
I just love what some people do.
Yeah.
That tile was in the way when they hung the chandelier, so they pushed it out of the way.
Yeah, oh, they cut, okay, I see. They sliced a hole through it.
There's no panel cover box.
Easy access to the circuit panel.
Yeah.
That needs a cover plate.
That's not legal. Oh. Ooh.
And the transition strip would do pretty good here. They didn't cut it straight.
What is this sticking out of the middle of my kitchen floor?
There probably was an island here. Drywall repair. They didn't even get it level. Well, that's level. I mean, decent mudding and change out those screws for nails.
My contractor would have a shit fit.
Yeah. Woo, hello, indoor grill. I'm pretty sure this is gonna have to go somewhere. Yeah, that's what that is. It's an indoor grill with a half-hearted hood. Okay, sliding doors need to be replaced because they are, do they even work?
Shot.
Oh, grab the broomstick.
Do I have to?
Yeah. Oh, it does work. There we go. If it doesn't jump on the tracks.
On that deck, a lot of it's solid, looks like, especially around the handrail.
Yeah. There's definitely most of these boards are gonna have to be replaced. And that's the branch that needs to be cut. That dogwood needs to be trimmed back. This could actually be expanded, but the whole thing's gonna have to be replaced because it's all rotted.
Backyard's decent sized and it's fenced in.
Yeah. It's not fenced in. The neighbors had their fences.
Oh, is it not fenced in the back?
No, that over there's the neighbors, and this one over here's the neighbors. So somebody'd have to run a line across the back to finish it out. So yeah, these oak trees are filling the area up with leaves and stuff, but that's not a big deal. But this patio is going to have to be replaced.
Dog smell.
Okay, there. Yeah, it's closed.
Love the foam decorations.
Foam. Oh.
Foam there. Foam there.
Yeah.
This place needs a rehab.
Yeah. And those doors, I imagine, goes to the laundry room, laundry cabinet. All right, so what are you thinking is going to be a repair, get this place back up and running?
You mean if my contractor doesn't say ugly words to me?
Besides that.
I don't know.
This flooring, if it has to stay, it could. I would definitely put the island back in if possible. The hood's got to be replaced. And since that hood's off-centered from where they got the stove, obviously it was supposed to be farther over.
Yeah, but then it gets in the way of the cabinet.
Well, that's not supposed to be a cabinet. They just ran it all the way there. So put that back over there, or you just redo the top half and finish out the bottom. The refrigerator's supposed to be here.
Flooring. Cabinets. I had to guess. I figured Scott would first say very ugly words.
Yeah.
And then he would tell me.
And since they did a half job on the cabinets, probably have to do some more investigating on that too.
He'd probably tell me I'd be looking about 35.
Yeah, 35, 40. To get this place back up 100%.
But that carpet's gonna have to go. I don't know that you're ever gonna get those odors out of it. That's strong. The smell of dog is very strong.
Yeah, and people shop with their nose and their eyes. The air conditioner looks like it's in decent shape. But it's gas heat, so that means they've got...
That hot water heater looks like it's old.
Yeah. And the flooring stops here. So definitely have the AC guy check the air conditioning, make sure that it's right like it's supposed to be.
Really? I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say my contractor charged me about $35, $40 to get this place back up and running.
So what needs to be done? The gutters need to be fixed and cleaned out. The flooring.
There's sheetrock repair.
The flooring, you might as well go ahead and completely redo the flooring because there's 3 different kinds of flooring, 4 different kinds of flooring. Repaint, drywall, redo the kitchen.
Sliding doors.
Sliding doors.
Deck rows.
Complete new deck. Okay. Storm door. So this part's okay. Kinda.
Oh, that's bad.
What?
Oh, that's rotted down there.
Yep, there's some rot.
Oh, that's rotted down there, so that's gonna have to be
Yeah.
fixed.
So new door, back door.
Frame.
Okay, so you said 1,500. I'm not even sure what the hell to do with this.
I'm not either. I mean that's a new one on me. We've seen some stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, I'd probably just seal it up. That would be Brandon. Tell him to call back later, because he tried to just call me. Tell him to be patient. Okay, so we're looking at about 35, 40,000 maybe to do this house completely over. I mean, they did a good job with the carpet and all, but it's so stained and there's 4 different kinds of flooring in here, then it's just not going to be attractive to anybody. And if you're going to change out the flooring, you always want to do the paint. Get the air conditioner checked. So 40,000 in repairs and a $1,500 a month rent. It's a good area, so run your numbers and figure out at $1,500 what can you put into this house plus purchase to figure out what your rate of return is. Okay, so I lied. We weren't going to do any editing on this video and have a straight cut, but I wanted to run over the numbers so when you invest in your rental properties, you know kind of what you're looking at and how to run the numbers. So let's look at this real quick. Okay, so this first scenario is going to be everybody's favorite cash on cash approach. And then I'm going to show you how I do it, and you can run your numbers any way you want to. So this house has got the cash flow and this house on top dollar will rent for $1,500. So let's start here. $1,500 a month rent. You got to take out for your taxes, your insurance, a repair allowance, and then property management. Now, even if you manage the property yourself, you still want to get paid for your time and service. So 45% of the rent is going to be allocated to all that: taxes, insurance, repairs, and property management, which leaves you $975. Now, me personally, I like to get at least $200 a month cash flow out of a house. So take out $200. That leaves us with $775 in debt servicing. So we take the $775 as, for instance, a payment. 675, 6.75% is about what an investor loan is getting right now. Put that into interest. 360 payments, that's 30 years. If you have trouble finding a loan for an investment property that'll do 30 years, reach out to me. I can help you with that. That brings us to $119,000 that we could pay for this house, do the repairs, get it in service, and start renting it. So maximum allowable offer would be less than this because we've got that $40,000 in repairs, remember? So based on the 119, we go back to the $200 cash flow that we want, multiply that times 12, we end up with $2,400 a year in profit for us. Now take that 2,400 and divide that by the 119 total all in, and we end up with a 2% return on our money. Now this is a cash on cash. Now most of the people in this area look for at least a 1% return on their money. 1%, 1,500, they can't pay more all in more than 150,000. So in this one, it's doing a little bit better than that. If we can get the house and fixed up under $120,000. Okay, so let's run these numbers a different way. Now 120, I just rounded it up for easy figuring. So if we are all into this house for $120,000, all right, we are going to pay for the repairs. All we want to borrow is enough money to acquire the property, and we're going to spend our own $40,000 in this house to do the repairs and get it fixed up. So the 120 minus 40,000, because we're not borrowing money for that, that's going to be our cash, is $80,000. So $80,000 borrowed at 6.75% is going to give us a monthly debt service of $518 we owe. So now we take our $1,500 rent, we take out this 45% for taxes, insurance, repairs, and we are left with the $975 original. Now the $975 minus the debt servicing that we just figured up at $518 gives us a cash flow of $456 instead of $200. We're actually doubled it. So now we take that $456, multiply it times 12, we get a $5,000 a year in profit from our investment. Now we take that, divide it by the amount of cash we actually invested in this property. So this scenario, we're not doing a cash on cash. I'm actually doing what I actually put into this investment. I put $40,000 in, I borrowed somebody else's money for the rest. So a $5,000 return on this house divided by the investment that I actually invested in this, I end up with a 14% return on my money. Okay, so these are two different scenarios that you can run to decide whether or not to buy this property, and if so, at what price point.
So again, it doesn't matter if you're in Warner Robins, anywhere in Georgia. If you're investing in real estate, then running your numbers is going to be very subjective. So, like I said, I do it a little bit different than other people. I don't worry about the return on money that I am borrowing from someone else. As long as it cash flows and I get a high return on my money. So, the two factors that you're going to worry about is how much money do you have invested in it and how much total cash flow it's producing. So if you get 100% financed for the acquisitions and for the repairs, you have no money in it. Frankly, if it makes $150 a month, you are to the good because you don't have any money invested into it. Now, you do want to keep in mind that if the air conditioning goes out, that's going to have to come out of your pocket. Or if the water heater busts and you've got to replace that, that comes out of your pocket. And $150 a month is not going to cover that. But there again, that's where the repair cost comes in. So all this is going to be personal. So how comfortable do you feel with the figures? And you can take this same strategy and you can adjust 65%, you can adjust it to 60%, add more to your repair allowance, or add more to your cash flow that you want. And it can give you the numbers that you ultimately want. So I hope this video helps. Reach out to me if you're ready to invest in rental properties in the Middle Georgia area, and I'll talk to you on the next video.